Peace everybody, back with another video. This is R.I.P. John Saxton, a Nightmare on Elm Street actor, dies at 83. Now, I had no idea John Saxton had passed away until I just looked. But as you can see here in the picture is John Saxton himself. He was in A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a 1980s movie. Of course, he has been in other films too. John Saxton, veteran actor who fought both Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon and Freddy Krueger in 3 A Nightmare on Elm Street films, passed away in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on Saturday. He was 83 years old. Yeah, so John Saxton was a veteran actor who fought both Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon and Freddy Krueger in 3 A Nightmare on Elm Street films. So yes, well, he passed away today at the age of 83 in Tennessee. According to the Hollywood Reporter, his wife confirmed Saxton died from pneumonia. So his wife had confirmed that he has passed away from pneumonia. So this was according to the Hollywood Reporter. Born to an Italian-American family in Brooklyn, New York, Saxton studied acting with Stella Adler and began as a contract actor for the Universal in the 50s and 60s before establishing himself as a character actor in the 70s. Yeah, so he was born into an Italian-American family who were in Brooklyn, New York. Saxton did study acting with Stella Adler and began as a contract actor for Universal in the 50s and 60s before he started establishing himself as a character actor in the 70s. And here's a video of it, but I won't play it because I know how TMZ is and everything else. Even the tough guy, Saxton duked it out in several westerns such as 1969's Death of a Gunfighter and co-starred with Bruce Lee and 1973's Enter the Dragon. He truly found a niche for himself, however, in the horror genre. Yeah, so even though the tough guy, Saxton duked it out in several westerns such as 1969's Death of a Gunfighter and co-starred with Bruce Lee in 1973's Enter the Dragon as well. So, and of course he truly found a niche for himself, however, in the horror genre, so he was more likely into horror movies. Leaning on that tough mug of his, Saxton often sliced through the tension of any horror flick as a stoic lawman, more specifically in Bob Clark's terrifying 1974 slasher Black Christmas, Dario Argento's 1982 Giallo masterpiece Tenebrae, and Wes Craven's 1984 blockbuster A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, so he was leaning on that tough mug of his. Of course, Saxton often sliced through the tension of any horror flick as a stoic lawman, because that's who he played. More specifically in Bob Clark's terrifying 1974 slasher Black Christmas. I don't even know if I've seen that or not. Dario Argento's 1982 Giallo masterpiece Tenebrae, and Wes Craven's 1984 blockbuster A Nightmare on Elm Street. So, and here's the clip of it, of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm not going to play it. That's all without mentioning his never-ending presence on television with roles in countless series. Most notably, Saxton appeared in Gunsmoke, Bonanza, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Dynasty, Hawaii Five-O, Starsky and Hutch, Magnum PI, and the list goes on. Yes, the list does go on. So I'm not sure how many movies that he's been in, but it's been tons of them. That's all without mentioning his never-ending presence on television with roles in countless series, of course. Saxton did appear in Gunsmoke, Bonanza, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Dynasty, Hawaii Five-O, Starsky and Hutch, Magnum PI, and the list goes on. So I'm not sure how many more that he's been in. Saxton is survived by his sister Dolores, his wife Gloria Martell, his two sons, grandson, and great-grandson John. Yes, so Saxton is survived by his sister Dolores, his wife Gloria Martell, his two sons, grandsons, and great-grandson John. So the whole family is going to miss him dearly. My condolences to the entire family. May they find peace in their heart and let the healing begin. Leave your comments below. I am out.